Hey guys! Bonus video today. Not only am I gonna have the vlog up in the morning, but you're also gonna get this video. I recently just watched Brunette Barbie's accent tag video where she tagged me, and I don't know why I didn't do this before because I've been tagged before. I guess I forgot, never did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the accent tag. But much like she did, I'm gonna explain to you first kind of where I come from. Um, I was born in the metropolitan area, basically in Detroit, Michigan, is where I was born. And I grew up within that area until I was about, what, 9, I think? Then we moved from there to Ohio, which they don't really talk very southern there, but they have a different way of saying some words. And then from Ohio back to Michigan, and then to the thumb of Michigan, and then a little bit northern Michigan. So, and then from there, we moved around a lot in the state of Michigan, and then we moved down to Florida, where it was like southern. And just to give you a little idea of an accent, my best friend's name is spelled Bronwyn. She pronounces it Bronwyn. When I first met her, it was just a part of my accent coming from Michigan, I guess, that I used to say Bronwyn. And I used to say palm trees. And I even, sometimes it still slips out, but sometimes I will say like park, like when you park a car. But I know that it's supposed to be park, but sometimes when I'm talking fast, it just comes out funny. So that's a little bit of my history. That's where I'm from. So I will go ahead and do the tag now. So here are the words that I'm supposed to say. Ant, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, cran, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught. So I don't think those are very different. Okay, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing. Duh, that's what everybody calls it, right? You call it TPing. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? When I was a kid, it was called a roly-poly. We called them roly-poly bugs. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Okay, this needs an explanation. I, like others, grew up in the Midwest, and I grew up calling it pop. It's pop. But when I moved down to Florida, I got a job working at a fast food chain, a well-known fast food chain. You can guess which one. And I used to take orders, and I would say, okay, and what kind of pop do you want with that? And people would look at me like, what? What is a pop? What are you are you like? What's wrong with you? And then I had to force myself to learn to say soda because that's what they say down there. So I'm kind of still in the way that I would say soda, but originally I'll go with pop. So there you go. What do you call gym shoes? Running shoes or tennis shoes, I guess that's what I would call them. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey, you guys. Hey, guys. That's kind of, see, because in America, basically, we don't really recognize the male and the female form of words like other languages do. So if I was, coming up to a group of both guys and girls and I said, hey, guys, what's up? It doesn't mean I'm only talking to the men in that group. I'm addressing everybody. So that's what I would say. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? I only knew my grandparents on my mother's side. My grandpa, we called him Papa. Papa. Although I know the correct term is grandpa, but we called him Papa. And my grandma, we just called her grandma, or her kind of nickname for us is Ga. We call her Ga. So, what do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? A grocery cart or a cart? I think it is so funny, by the way, how in Europe, like some of the people, like Erica, they call it a trolley. What the heck is that? To me, a trolley is like almost like a bus type of a thing that goes down the road. So I think that's funny. So I call it a cart, a shopping cart, a grocery cart, a cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? We don't have a term for that, not that I know of here in America. However, I do speak Spanish as a second language. I was really good at it when I lived in Florida. Now I've kind of lost a little bit of it, but I still can speak Spanish. And I know that in many Spanish-speaking countries, they have a term, which I can't remember the term. I can't really remember the exact words for it, but when rain is falling and the sun is shining, they have a term that they say, and it means the witch is getting married. They say that it's an awkward time of weather, and it means that a witch is getting married or something. It's like I don't know. That's what they say. So just a little fun fact. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? It's called the button. I call it the button. It's not the clicker, it's not the remote, it's the button. My husband doesn't get that because he's like, it doesn't have one button on it, so you can't call it a button. It's got many buttons. You have to address the fact that it has all buttons on it. But I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I've always called it the button, because it has buttons on it. I don't know. So that's what we call it. There is my accent tag. Hope you guys enjoy it. That's it. Bye.